Welcome to this week's Star Report. This is Jason, and I'm here at New Dimensions Crystals and Reiki in downtown Brenham, Texas. And we're going to talk about the stars and the sun, and we're going to figure out what is going on with all of this weird energy. It's just a lot of transitions. If you remember last week, we had the nodal shift, right? So we were shifting um, into a from a 20-year cycle where the north node and the south node of where the moon rises and sets shifted into a different signs. But we so it's a big 20-year shift of mess. But let's jump right into the solar report. The sun has been doing some crazy things, normal sun stuff. The sun is ramping up. Remember, the sun is on a 5.5 month cycle, right, where it goes upticks in sunspots and solar flaring. And so we're heading towards that. That should be in August, which we're heading into by the end of this week, Wednesday to Wednesday. And last night or overnight, we had a CME impact, right? And so that's the coronal mass ejection. That's when the sun's sunspot erupts and particles come out, usually plasma, and that starts to eject towards the Earth. And so it was a minor one, right? So it was just a minor impact, but that minor impact, along with our lower shield, also gives us the same symptoms, right? So if you're on any kind of spectrum of mental spectrums, that can cause those things to trigger, right? Anxiety. If you have any kind of cardiac problems, it could have cardiac increased symptoms, right? Whether that's high blood pressure, low blood pressure, fast heartbeat, slow heartbeat. Pay attention to that. Those kinds of things will be usually in the upper chest. And then that's going to mess with the environment as well. So sometimes that's internet slowing, technology having problems. It almost is like when we have solar weather, it's almost like a Mercury retrograde with our technology. We are a technology-based society. And so one little hiccup in the delivery system of that starts to mess with everything. There was also another large M class, so not X class, but the larger mid-size M class solar flare that happened last night too, in conjunction with the impact of the last one hitting the Earth. And so that went off the other direction. We shouldn't get any CMEs from that, right? Coronal mass ejections, what I just talked about. And there are no coronal holes. And so just sort of pay attention to that irritability, and it's going to increase even if the stuff is directed away from the Earth and not actually heading towards us to impact. So let's jump right into the stars. We started off talking about that we are still in the energy of that nodal shift, right? We're into Aries and Libra, right? And so just Aries is the higher mind alchemically, right? So the chasing of the golden fleece, higher ideals, soul level stuff, what's the meaning of life, all of these higher minds, like, what am I doing here, right? Questioning even your reality. A lot of people are engaging in things that are inserted, maybe not inserted, maybe just discovered or allowed to surface, which is causing confusion about what is the Earth. Is it round? Is it flat? Aliens, no aliens, government good, government bad. All those kinds of things are a higher mind kind of issue. Like, what is the nature of our reality? And so if you're going through those kinds of things, that's normal. And then Libra is the south node. And so Libra is really associated alchemically with the kidneys, right? So filtering out toxins, and then adrenals, right? Fight or flight. So you might be feeling that you're ready to fight about what it is, the nature of reality, right? And so you want to take sides and talk about reality, and people get it, people don't get it. So those kinds of conversations might be triggered, right? The sun is going to increase that kind of energy. So just sort of pay attention that all of that on edge feeling stuff is the environment, right? So if we were in a swimming pool, the water would be over chlorinated and irritating us right now. So I think that's a good analogy. We'll see. Also, the sun sign has moved into Leo, right? And so we're almost into August. We're having a prequel. We're in the couple of weeks before Lion's Gate, right? Which is the alignment of the sun, Sirius, and the Earth, right? And so that's going to be on 8-8, the 8-8 gateway. the Lion's Gate. And so Leo is associated with the heart and the motor nervous system, right? So the ability to actually move and act. And you want to think of this energy as courage, not courage, right? Or fear having you stuck in inaction, right? And so if you're triggered in your motor skills and you have the heart and the courage to do it, but you just can't act, that's also a thing that could be sort of activated during Leo. Also, we are currently in a 5 planet retrograde. That's Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, Venus, and Chiron are retrograde. And today, Wednesday, the 26th of July, is a 22 master day, right? So all the energy is sort of up for us to make a decision, right? When we're in master day energies, it's really decision point stuff, right? So this idea of Leo and having the courage to act today is really sort of pushing at you, and the sun's pushing at you, and the stars are pushing at you, and all the alignments are pushing at you. So that today's the day if you're thinking about doing something new or doing something more, or you've been sort of just hesitating to do or decide. Today's the day, which leads us into tomorrow, Thursday. Thursday, the energy is going to be, I want to say, more relaxed because all those things will still be happening. But Thursday, since the sign of the south node of the moon is in Libra, that really is about the balance between Mars and Venus, right? The scales of Libra is usually is what the sign is. And with Venus being in retrograde, it's going to be the one that's got the heavier weight on the scales. And so Venus being in retrograde, it's really going to lead you to that more feminine quality, right? Creating the space to birth something new from something old, right? And so this is, what can you birth? Because it's a south node, right? So south node is past life or historical or things in the past, right? So what can you birth from these things that you're revealing about yourself with this Venus retrograde, about relationships, love, creativity, divine feminine qualities? That's all going to be Thursday, right? So big couple of days messing with you, affecting you. I don't say messing with you. It is what it is. Moves us into Saturday. Saturday is the peak of the Aquarid meteor shower. So they should be coming out of Aquarius. Meteors, when we have meteor showers and they sort of peak and you can sort of see them. I didn't check what location in the sky they're going to be. Look towards Aquarius, I'm guessing. You can check the internet for that if you want to see them. I don't know if they're even visible from North America, but nonetheless, they'll be peaking during that time. And so those are messages from the stars, right? So you want to think of those as angelic messages, messages from beyond, messages from above, right? And so they should increase dream activity, aha moments, epiphanies. And that'll be Saturday night, where those are peaking, right? Of course, they're already starting to occur. So if you're having weird dreams, this could be an explanation for that. So you're just going to have a bunch of spiritual insights based around all of these things that are happening, right? Based around what's happening with the solar weather, what's happening with Leo, what's happening with the nodal shift, right? This is a 20-year cycle that we're still at the beginning of, moving into Lion's Gate, the alignment of Sirius, the sun, and Earth. Moves us into Sunday. Sunday, you're just going to want to make space for all of that new stuff that just came in. We're in all of these retrogrades, right? So we need to release things and sort of shift out, right? If we're a cup and we don't want to overflow, or we want to be well contained, when we start to get new information into our higher mind, we need to release that out of the body and out of the consciousness. And so sort of look for Sunday. You might feel a little sluggish stuff. You might have a lot of opportunity, or your body might begin to release more stuff, right? So sweating, going to the bathroom. You shouldn't get nausea or sickness, but in extreme case, if you've been holding onto a lot of stuff and not letting go of anything, maybe your body starts to have a purge on Sunday. So pay attention to that in your scheduling if you don't want to be out and you want to be at home while all that happens. which leads us into Tuesday of next week, or the end of our Wednesday to Tuesday talk. That is Tuesday. I think that's August already, August 1st. Tuesday, August 1st is the first of 2 super full moons in August. And this is going to be a super full moon in Scorpio. And Scorpio is really about the lower back, the lower spine, and all of the reproductive sort of activities that sort of happen in the lower abdomen. And so sort of pay attention to lower back pain. Full moons are extracting, right? So it's going to be extracting old stuff, right? So you might be dealing with old relationship stuff, old lover stuff, and then just all kinds of, I'll say regrets, but all kinds of discernment about past relationships and past behavior in those relationships is probably going to be on the menu for Tuesday night. With this super full moon. And then we'll get into the rest of August when we get to that month. Of course, I am here at New Dimensions Crystals in downtown Brenham. If you are local or semi-local and can drive here, you can go onto the website, newdimensionscrystals.com, and I can help you work through some of this with an energy session. Or if you just want to get a what's happening in your world, you can get a tarot reading from me, of course. And then the easiest thing that all of us have and that all of us have probably done before is breath work, because you breathe every day. And breath work is one of the easiest ways to move this energy through you. I have availability for private sessions. And then just a heads up, I will be doing a off-location breath work in September. That's a little bit of ways away if you need it right now. But that'll be something to look forward to. I'll mention that when I have more details and it gets closer to the date. I think that's everything I have for you on this week's Star Report. Just take a deep breath. Everything's going to be fine. And this is all for our good, because we are divine eternal souls that are never going to die. And we are just here to learn and do the best we can. And if you need that help to do the best you can, newdimensionscrystals.com, and come check us out. Till next time, many blessings.